Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today I'm just going to be doing an update to my Shop My Stash. I've had the same products for the past couple weeks and I am ready to switch it up. Also, I am really excited because I think next week I'm going to be starting a new palette project. I've been really trying to figure out what I want to do for an eyeshadow project because I really want to do one, but I find that whenever I try to do any sort of panning or even like specific usage projects, I get kind of obsessive and I use only that product and I either get tired of it or I miss my other palettes. I feel like I don't use everything like I want to, and it kind of holds me back. Like I know that I don't need to be that way when it comes to eyeshadow projects, but for some reason, just the way my brain works, that is what I do. So I think I found a project that I want to do. Alexandra Siostin. Let's just call her Alexi. I'm sorry, Alexi, I can't say your last name right. But Alexi started a new project that I think I want to follow in her footsteps. So I was starting that next week. So I won't be choosing new palettes this time. But just to get started, let's talk about the palettes I had last time and the usage on them and what I think of them. First up, my Making Mauves palette. This is right up my alley. It is what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I'm really into this shade right here. Like, I feel like when I saw other people review it, they talked about how boring this top row was, but I knew when I ordered it that that top row for me, that is, because I'm so pale, perfect one shadow looks. I really like this pale one all over the lid and then just left alone. I feel like it does something subtle but still makes you look, you know, done, put together. And I really enjoy it. Today I have this on my lid, well, like all over. Also bi-coastal on my lid, and I use a little bit of Big Fig in the outer corner for a little bit of depth. But I really enjoy this palette. I look forward to the next time I get to use it. The other palette I had chosen was this Anastasia palette, my master palette by Mario. As always, I love this palette. I'm trying not to drop the brush. This time I didn't reach into as many shades as I wanted. I was really focused on my Making Mauves palette, but I did use Lula, Fifth Avenue, and Paris. I think those like the three shades I kind of stuck to. I love this palette. I say that every single time. I'm happy I got to use it. And then I randomly drew some eyeshadow singles to use, and all those were all from Makeup Geek. Let's talk about the usage on those. This one, Peach Smoothie, these are all basically new. I got them all when Makeup Geek was switching over to their square pans, and then I didn't really use them much because of projects. I was focused on other things, so I didn't use my new things. But Peach Smoothie I used a couple times, and I'm really into peach right now. I really enjoyed this all over the lid with just a little bit of sparkle from whatever other single I was using, and I really enjoyed it. I only used it a couple times though, mostly because I was using the Mauve palette. Leafing So Soon, oh, I just love this green shade. I am really into green, but I did only use it just a couple of times. Once again, focused on other things. And I was really impressed with this one. What's the name of this one again? Creased. I thought the blendability of it was really, really nice. And it's one that I'm happy to have in my stash. I don't feel like I need a lot of brown shadows like this, especially in my singles, which I want to keep very curated, but I did like how this looked, so I'll be keeping that one. If you hear crunching noises, that is my puppy next to me. I gave her a little bone to chew on. Well, I shouldn't say little bone, a big bone to chew on during this because she was just going a little crazy. But let's talk about the blush now that I chose last time. So this is the blush from Neutrogena. This is the Healthy Skin Blush in number 10, Rosy. And this is another one that I had purchased, used a couple times, and then I got a lot of blush and like Ipsy and then a few purchases and things. So this kind of got left behind. I didn't really use it much after I had first purchased it. So I really wanted to get some use out of it and see what I thought, especially since it is a more shimmery blush. And I am wearing it today. You can see there is some shimmer there, but I really enjoy the pigmentation on this one. It's not too intense. It does show up when you put it on, but I feel like this is one that's easy to use. And I think it's like a really pretty summer, just a really soft and feminine blush. So I really liked this. And I only used it 5 times though. That's because I put another blush in my project pan. It's hard for me when I have things in projects to use other things, but I did use it 5 times. Lip products, mentioning the puppy chewing, she got a hold of this. Oh no, this is the LA Girl Ultimate Lip Intense Auto Stay Liner, and of course she chewed off the part that talks, oh no, it is the Enduring Mauve. She just chewed off the end, so I can still use it, it's just a little, you know, chewed on. But this is the color. I came really close to decluttering it. It was just a shade that I didn't like actually all over my lips by itself. I don't know why, maybe it's just the formula, but after I had decided to declutter it, I realized that I actually do have one or two products in my lip stash that are the same color that do benefit very much from a lip liner. So I'll be hanging on to this despite its very sad appearance now. I did use it 2 times in the past couple weeks. And then this NARS Lipglide in the shade Roseland. I only used it a couple times. I felt like it just wasn't right with other makeup that I was wearing the past couple weeks, but I do really enjoy the formula of these, and I do really like this color just at maybe a different time of year. Once again, she is like frantically chewing on that bone. Sorry if you can hear crunching. Let's continue. This Floss Lip Gloss in the shade Lax. I am wearing it today over my Project Pan lipstick, and I think it's really pretty. This is totally the kind of nudie pink that I'm into currently. But even so, I only use it a few times because I've been using my Project Pan lip gloss so much. But I confirmed that I do like this. I do like to use my Shop My Stashes, and I keep saying this, but just in case you're new here, first of all, welcome. But I do like to use my Shop My Stashes as a way to determine if I still want to keep something in my stash. And I have actually decluttered quite a few things. I think I'm going to have a declutter video coming up pretty soon, actually. I have a lot. It has kind of piled up. But I had one more lip product. It's this little mini MAC lipstick in the shade Twig. Once again, this is a shade that I do really like, but it kind of falls into the same category as that NARS lip product, where it's just not a shade that I'm into at this time of year currently. So now we get to the fun part. Well, I will be randomly, well, in a few cases, randomly choosing. There are a few products I have specifically chosen that I need to focus on in my stash. One of them being a single eyeshadow. This is from Colourpop. This is one of their Super Shock shadows, but it's in a satin finish, so it's not that ultra glitter. This is in the shade Wattles, which I purchased because I really like this tone. It's like a really nice kind of a taupey pink. There it is in the back of my hand, but I haven't been using it, and I feel like it's started to dry out. So I really want to get some use out of it. I feel like that right now this is a shade that I'm into. So that'd be one of my 3 singles. Now I'm going to randomly roll to get the other 2. So in the past, for all my random drawings, I've used the Pretty Random app, which someone actually brought out that that's not truly random. It's based on like a mathematical formula, which means that it's not actually random. So in the same way that like a dice roll would be random, for instance. And they said that random.org is one thing that is truly random, which made sense to me. I felt like at times the Pretty Random app wasn't random. It felt like there were patterns, definitely. And I felt like I was always drawing from like a certain section of my spreadsheet. So I'm going to be trying random.org today. I just have it open on my tablet here. For my singles, I'm going to be using the numbers 1 through 11. I do have more than 11 singles, but some of them are, spoiler alert, new to my collection, and I don't want to put them in until I haul them for you guys at the end of the month. Also, I'm only including ones I haven't used in this project before. So here we go, numbers 1 through 11. The first one I got is number 6, and the second is number 8. Now before I go pull those products, let's quick roll for our lip products. I'm going to be using the numbers 2 through 21. The first number I rolled is number 15, next number 4, and then number 2. Oh, puppy, going to town on her bone. All right, normally at this point I would roll to get some blushes. However, I do have some new blushes in my stash that I feel like if I, start rolling, I'm not gonna get to my new stuff. So I wanna make sure I use my new stuff. So I'm putting in 2 blushes in this rotation. This is my Essence blush in Blooming. This was one I bought just because I was so interested in the shade. It looks so pale. But I feel like this might be like a really nice summer blush. Yeah, it's kind of even hard to see on my skin, let alone for someone who has darker skin. So anyway, I'm interested to try that out. I feel like you can kind of see it, but yeah, I'm interested in this. And the other thing, this was something that came in my Allure box. This is the Beautiniq Beauty little potted cream blush in, it's just called Peach Blush. I really enjoyed this when I tried this out in the video, and I want to get more use out of it. It's a really beautiful peach shade, and it's really pretty on the eyes and on the cheeks and on the lips. While I'm into all these warm tones, I want to make sure I use this. And then, like I said, I'm not gonna choose some palettes because I'm gonna save that for the palette project I'm gonna start next week. But now I'm gonna go pull the products that I randomly generated, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with those products. Let's start with the eyeshadow singles. So in addition to the shade Wattles from Colourpop, I'm gonna be using this shade from Naked Cosmetics. This is one of their pressed pigments in the shade Mother Nature, and it's a huge, massive single eyeshadow, and it is this really beautiful metallic shade. I'm stoked to be using this one. So, oh, see how pretty that is? Oh, yeah, I'm really looking forward to using that. I love that. The other shade is another one of my Makeup Geek shadows. This is in the shade Mirror Mirrors. This is like an interesting, kind of like a topper shade. Give you a little pinky swatch there. So you can see it doesn't really show up much, but I feel like it'd be like a really pretty, kind of like a, almost more like a low-key inner corner shade, but it's just kind of tapped over the top of a look. It might give like a pretty kind of an iridescent look as well. So that'll be fun to experiment with. I feel like lip products is where it gets really interesting here. All three of the shades that were drawn this time are shades that I feel like I would like at other times of year, but I'm gonna try and use them during the next couple of weeks. So the first one is this Rimmel Lip Stick. This is in the shade, I always say this backwards. I think it's shade 8, and I think I always say 80, but I think it's shade 8. It doesn't even give it really a name for it. It's just the Lasting Finish lipstick in the shade 8. But I actually really enjoy the color of this lipstick. It's a terrible swatch, but you can kind of see it's like a pinky mauve color I go for quite a bit, honestly, in the winter. I was excited to draw this gloss. This is from Julep. This is one that I just haven't been reaching for, and I probably just need to determine if it's still good. This is the Ultra Hydrating Lip Gloss in the shade Bestie. I really enjoy the formula. I feel like it's really just cushy and luxurious feeling. I'll probably get some nice use out of that. I do enjoy this lip gloss quite a bit. Next, one of my Goss lipsticks. That's always fun. So this is in the shade Carnation, which once again, this is not typically a shade I go for at this time of year. Looking forward to getting some use out of my expensive lipstick. That's it right there. On my back of the hand, these two look pretty close, but in actuality, they really aren't on my lips. They look pretty different. So I'm looking forward to using my fancy lipstick. But all right, those are some of the products I'll be using for the next 2 weeks, and I will see you guys soon in my next video. I think I need to be doing a declutter. It needs to happen. It should be coming soon. Okay, guys, we'll see you later. Bye.